Hey, what's up? It's me, Noble. Cringe. We have really exciting news. Okay, stop. Stop. Hey, y'all, what's up? It's me, Noble, and I'm back with another video. Today, on this very day, I have a really nice video. Y'all see the title? Yeah, top 10 thrifting tips with Noble and Nina. Okay, well, Nina's really not here, so. But I have started a series, Noble and Nina, on my Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, where I'll be sharing tips with you all and just overall bring y'all along my thrifting journey. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Noble Samadi to see more content from me. Also, as I thrift, I'm going to show you all like how I style my pieces, and a lot of my pictures will be on Instagram. I'll tag like when I thrift things, and I just overall want to show y'all more of me thrifting. I feel like it's one of my favorite hobbies. I know so many people want to get into thrifting, so it's like, why not share my game? Like, I've been in the game for years. I've been thrifting since I was literally 9. A decade. I've been in the game for a decade. Hello. So I know a thing or two. So in honor of it being a decade of me thrifting, we're giving y'all 10 thrifting tips. So I have my little handy dandy list, and I have a bonus, so stay tuned. Okay, let's get into it. First tip I have, very important tip: create a little mini vision board before you go out to thrift. Basically set your intention for what you're looking for. So for example, I found this really cute Brazil top, and previously I had been scrolling on Pinterest and I saw these girls wearing the baggy jersey with like jeans and heels, and I always thought that was cute. So I saved that to my Pinterest board, and every time I went to the thrift store, I went to the men's section and bam, I found one. Men's section has the best stuff. Like, I'm not lying. Like, somebody's unk out there just got swag, because the amount of stuff I found in the men's section is just crazy. Like, I love it. The stuff is baggy, it fits perfect, they have good brands, and it makes sense because most men are buying for brands, so when they donate their stuff, you're gonna get all the goods. My next tip is to create a budget and use cash. If you're anything like me, when you pay with cash, it just feels free. Like, it feels like, you know what, I didn't really spend any money, because technically this is not real. We live in a day and age where digital money is more like valuable, so it just feels a little free when you pay with cash. And I said create a budget because the amount of times I said I was gonna spend $20 in the thrift store and left spending $50 is actually ridiculous. So bring cash and use a budget. So if that's like, okay, I'm only spending $30 and I'm looking for a bag, a shoe, and a shirt, well, that maybe is $15, so you have a little extra, but don't go crazy. Do not go crazy. That leads to my next tip, which is don't buy it just because it's cheap, y'all. Okay, I know they always have good deals, this 50% off, this 30% off, this is that is this, and you may be like, oh, it's cheap, let me buy it. Me and Google Bins have a love-hate relationship because I love how cheap everything is, but also there's a part of me that wants to buy it simply because it's cheap, and I feel like that's gonna leave you with a bunch of, because you're buying things just because it's cheap. Quality over quantity when it comes to thrifting. Yeah, it's cheap, but you want to think about longevity. How many times you're going to wear this? Are you just buying it because it's trendy? Are you just buying it because it's cheap? Are you buying it just because of 50% off? Like, you have to be realistic with yourself, because as a thrift fanatic and a kind of thrift addict, the amount of times I've done this is actually insane, and the amount of money I could have saved if I had just been realistic with myself, just been like, do I love this or not? I typically like to ask myself, how many times will I wear this? My next tip, this is number 4. Go to the men's section and bag section first. Those are the top 2 best places. You're looking for baggy jeans, men's section. Looking for a cute little vintage bag section. Top 2. Oh, and shoes too. Top 3. Because I remember I went thrifting this one time and I was vlogging and I was kind of skimming through it. But when I looked back at the footage, there were these really cute shoes that I had not seen when I was actually in the thrift store, and I was so mad because I was like, how did I not see that? But really take your time. Like, thrifting is a sport. You're gonna need to be in there for at least 2 hours to find good stuff. Tip number 5, listen to music as you thrift. This just sets a vibe. It keeps you in the zone. Sometimes you might get a little discouraged, like, I'm not finding anything cute, it's already been 30 minutes. You put that music on, you start jamming out, yeah, you start finding shirts like, hold on, Playboy Cardi playing, like, I feel like I could see him wearing this. You'll want the shirt. Like, just put yourself in like a zone and you're gonna lock in. And I have spent almost 5 hours in the thrift store because I was listening to music. Like, be careful with it because it will have you in there for a long time. That goes to my next tip, number 6. Prepare yourself to be in a thrift store for a long time. If you're really serious about it, you'll be in there for some hours. So bring water, snacks, not really because you're touching dirty clothes, low-key, but like something to keep you motivated, even a friend. But I do not recommend just bringing any old friend, because if they're the type that wants to leave after 30 minutes, you're gonna get irritated and then you're gonna be like, you know what, no. And that was my issue with Nina last week. Which I posted that little vlog of us. I ended up just going thrifting by myself. But yeah, you cannot go with people that don't want to be in there for a long time. Like, you have to go with other thrift fanatics. That's the only way it's gonna work. Number 7, the best tip, and I low-key want to gatekeep this one, so come here. Go to the thrift stores where the old people live. Let me tell you why. You want vintage, you want Carhartt, you want the stuff nobody else is gonna have. The old people have that, and they're donating back to back to back. They have the stuff that's been on earth for decades. They have like old Coach, old Juicy Couture, like all the old stuff, because they've been here a long time. So go where the old people are, but don't tell nobody I said that. You gotta keep that. Tip number 8, which I shared on my Instagram video: wear all black. I know it's not swaggiest, because sometimes you want to come fit it up, but you can really wear dope black stuff. But specifically when you know you're about to spend a long time in the thrift store, wear black leggings, because last time I went to the thrift store, they did not have a dressing room, so I had to like bust down and put pants on in the middle of the store. And that's just what it's going to be sometimes, because sometimes they do not have fitting rooms. Like, I don't know why I feel like it should be mandatory for clothing stores to have fitting rooms, because like, I don't know, I guess they're trying to cut down on people stealing, but if they're gonna steal, they're gonna steal. So just open up the dressing room. But yes, wear all black so that the things you try on don't clash. Like I said, do not wear yellow. Yellow's gonna clash with blue, brown, whatever. Just wear neutral tones. It don't even have to be black sometimes. It could be just neutral tones. Number 9, inspect your clothing before you put it in your cart. Check for stains. Check for skid marks. Check the inside of them pants. You don't want to go home, you see dookie marks in the middle. I mean, really inspect your items, because there are some things you're like, okay, I can't pass up on this. Like, I can live with this tiny little stain. But sometimes there will be big old stains, like something you couldn't see like far away. You have to really look up on it. Like, there's some sneaky stains, so you really have to inspect your clothing before you put in your cart. Number 10. Now, this is going to take a lot of time, but go through each and every aisle. I mean, toy section, book section, every single aisle, jewelry, cameras. Go through every single aisle. You never know what might be in there, and you might pass up on something because you're being lazy. Like, you can't be lazy when it comes to thrifting. You have to thrift with your heart. Like, you have to go in there and say, I don't know what I may find today, but I'm gonna find something. I found a vintage film camera. I found really cute jewelry. I found really cute bags. I found really bomb stuff, because I go through every aisle. And even like in the men's section, there may be someone that was lazy and put something from the women's section in there, and you may find it and you may really love it. So go through those aisles, look through everything. Don't be lazy. Thrift, like, for real. Get your hands in everything and go through every aisle. And bonus tip, thrift like the person behind you might get that other thing. I'm a stingy thrifter, so if I even have an inkling of liking it, I'm putting it in my cart. And then what I do is, when I'm finished, I find a section in the thrift store where I can just really go through my cart, and I, filter things out, like, love this, maybe, no. So I have 3 piles. Yes, maybe, no. Yes, maybe, no. Make that pile, and then put the things that you don't want back. There usually is like a rack in the back of the thrift store that's like go backs. You can do that to make their job a little easier, so you're not putting things in the wrong section. But typically, if they don't have a middle rack, I just put it on the end of a rack at the end. Like, everything from a go back, I put it in one section, so it's not that bad. I know I kind of sometimes feel guilty, but for the most part, I'll put it back in the section I found it. It may not be perfect, like it may not be in the right size, but I usually kind of put it back. Okay, you're guilty. You don't put everything back where it's supposed to go either, okay? But yeah, I go through everything and I make 3 different piles, and then I put everything back. The maybes, I think, okay, how much is this? What's my budget? Yes or no, do I really love this? And I usually have like a how many items I can leave with as well. So like, if I can only bring 10 items with me, well, I have to decide, okay, what 10 items do I really love. And that's pretty much how I do what I do. So I hope that helped y'all. As per usual, comment down below any tips you all have if I didn't share them in the video, or what's a tip you didn't know and you're like, wow, mind blown. Let me know down below. And yeah, if you're new here, subscribe, like, and I will see you all in the next one.